welcome to this video from Scott 47. Now this is something different, but not so different. Here we have 4 carriages of still BR, but this time not British Rail, British Railways. These are 4 carriages in the British Rail late crest, well, that kind of 50s style livery. So, as you can see, 3 are Bachmann, 1 is by Hornby, 3 are designed by Thompson, 1 is designed by Gresly. And these are going to create like kind of almost a heritage rake to be pulled behind my 4MT steam engine. Okay, so let's start with the Bachmann Thompsons. So I have 2 of these, 2 second-class second corridor coaches. So I'll only open up one of them to show you, as they are exactly the same, as you would hope. So they come in the usual fluff them out type carriages. Now, unlike the other Bachmann Mark ones, you don't get those silly little close connector couplings that no one uses. But instead we have some kind of steps to go below the doors. Strange they didn't fit them in the factory, but nevertheless. So here we are. First thing you'll notice, first thing I noticed about these carriages is they're pretty bog standard. Nothing wholly amazing about them. But then when you look closer, there's lots of different little things. First thing you'll notice is the round windows on the toilets, which is really unusual. And then Bachmann have put a little vent window in. And this is a corridor coach, or compartment coach. So you see all the different compartments in there. Each is 6-seater. Also about these carriages is that the doors are in the middle of the carriage. Normally when you think about carriages you think have a door at each end, and then with the marked ones a door in the middle or something. But no, not these. These have doors in the middle, which if you think about it makes more sense, because it means you're not having to walk if you're sitting in the middle right to the end. It makes loading and unloading a little easier, and it makes a higher density. I mean, this design of doors in the middle of the carriage, 2 doors in the kind of middle of the carriages, is continued on with all the modern high density multiple units. They have these flip up coupling, they have the usual tension lock couplings, which I really don't like Bachmann's ones. If you can't see, also, they're not NEM couplings, so you can't really replace them easily. And the detail on the roof is nice. It's got nice handrails. Saw that for a second there before the camera decided to unfocus. Another thing about them is these window kind of opening bits, they look a bit clunky to me. But I don't know if that's because they were in real life or if that's Bachmann not really refining it properly. Anyway, on the underframe detail, underframe we have nice detail, the nice battery boxes, some other detail. And these things here. Now I never know what they were, but I found out recently that these are actually dynamos, so small electric generators. So as the coach goes along, that turns that, and that creates a bit of electricity to charge up the batteries, I presume. And the only disappointing thing is there's no detail on the buffers, or not on the buffers, but on the gangways. I mean, this bit's nice, but they haven't put any like detail on this end door thing. That looks like it's just been machined and left. I mean, you can kind of make out a door outline, but there are these weird circle manufacturing, well, I presume are manufacturing marks left, which is quite disappointing. Anyway, I've ranted on about that coach enough, so let's have a look at the rake coach. So these were designed by Thompson, the chief I don't know his first name, the chief engineer of the LNER after Gresly retired. A lot of people don't really like his steam engines, but I guess they're okay. I don't know. I'm not much of an expert on the steam engines. Again, with this you get some steps for under the doors. Now, so this heart is pretty much just the same as the other coach. What's really nice about them is, have you noticed there's kind of a bar across the window there? Now it took me a while to work out what they are, but that's actually supposed to simulate the window being dropped, so the guard can like stick his head out and stuff. The only annoying thing is that Bachmann have put some glazing in the what's supposed to be dropped bit, so it kind of ruins the feature. But I'm sure that's simple enough to fix. These handrails here aren't, they're just moulded, sadly. The stripe is nice. That's 2.5 tons evenly distributed. Also, what's unusual is that the luggage compartments are either side of the guard's compartment, whereas on a Mark 1 you have the guards and then 2 luggage. Actually, on most coaches you have guards and 2 luggage. Not on this one, you have luggage on either side of the guards. Fair enough. It's also annoying this. Again, no real attempt to model the door and the end of it. But yes, overall very nice coach. Okay, so let's move on to this. This is the Hornby carriage. This is a Gresly designed 61 foot 6 inches full brake carriage. Now this is from Hornby's, one of the Hornby's exquisite range of carriages. The Gresleys, they're normally RRP'd at about between £30 to £40 per carriage, which is very expensive. But let's see if they're worth it. I got this one for about, I think this was 29 or something, because I can't imagine too many people want a full brake. Full brakes always seem to sell for less. So first of all, let's actually have a look at this box. I haven't seen one of these Hornby boxes before. On this new style of rolling stock boxes, it's got a nice line on the top saying rolling stock. Yeah. That was the lights just decided to flicker there. Oh, did you hear that? Thunder? What on earth? That's some thunder. Let me just show you outside, because it is pissing with rain at the moment. Oh, the tripod's getting in the way. Let's get back to the review. And if there's more thunder crashing, don't be scared, children. I'll try not to get electrocuted. Anyway, let's have a look at this carriage. First off thing you notice, no more of that annoying, like, kind of flip-up carriage, kind of tray thing with the bottom folds down type coaching thing that Hornby persisted in giving us for ages. Now we have a nice ice block type thing. Similar to Bachmann's, but also I would say slightly superior. Well, I don't know, slightly superior. This seems to stay on better than Bachmann's. It's more rigid, more of a rigid plastic. Of course, that could be why I'm paying more. Anyway, this is an alternative couplings that came with it. You even get a nice wee sticker saying alternative couplings. Now, unlike the Bachmann's alternative couplings, these seem really nice. They kind of slide together like that, and they uncouple. You push the thing at the bottom end, and they pull apart. So they actually look like quite a good design of coupling to me. I might fit this to 2 carriages and see how they work, because as you know I hate the slimline tension lock couplings. Anyhow, back to the review. Right, so back to the coach, and this unfolds. It has some nice kind of sticky, tapey, plasticky type, rubbery type thing here. That's nice. Put that to one side. Let's look at the coach. First impression is really a wow. Hornby have done an incredible job on this. Even by just looking at the end of the coach, you can tell. You've got all the nice lined bits. They've got a nice door thing. Buffers are kind of a grey colour, and look, they're sprung buffers on a coach. I mean, I know they don't really serve much purpose having sprung buffers, but it's still nice to have them. You've got these nice doors. You have 2 doors, 2 luggage doors here, and a luggage door here. Slightly strange arrangement, but I'm sure Gresly had his reasons. Also, by the guard's door, you actually have separately applied handrails, which is great. Everyone loves a bit of separately applied handrails. The bogie underframe is really nice. Unlike with Bachmann, you don't have to fit these yourself. Although one of them does seem to have dropped off. So that might be either in the box or non-existent. The underframe detail is really nice, with the step down for if the guard has to climb down onto the track. The battery boxes, although they do seem to be quite hard to get to for the maintenance teams. What I like about these is like the windows along the top of the carriage. That's nice. It's a nice touch. Overall, it's a really lovely carriage. One thing I forgot to point out, and you probably can't really make it out, is in this carriage they've moulded positions for the coach, like destination boards, and the same on these Thompson carriages. So like it would say like the Flying Scotsman or the Devon Bell or something like that. Oh, it's like these wouldn't have said Devon Bell because these worked in the Eastern and Scottish regions. But yeah, so let's go upstairs and let's connect it up to the steam loco and run it about a bit.